Hi, and welcome to the weekly reminders. My name is Lauren Hall, and I'm a program coordinator with Remind. I hope that you and your family are safe and that you're doing well and ready for the weekend. During a time of viral pandemic, economic downfall, violence, uncertainty, and injustice across the nation, I'm certain that this has triggered an array of emotions. The first 6 months of this year has truly been a testament of our physical, emotional, and mental strength. Personally, my heart is heavy as it feels like a nightmare that we can't wake up from. Ongoing frustration, anxiety, anger, disappointment, confusion, and sadness all form one of the most common experiences I think we all can relate to, and that's stress. Today's topic is managing stress. I want to validate your feelings, our feelings, the overwhelming feelings of life that seem never ending. Yet, we will persevere. To heal, we must acknowledge what we're going through, and that's something that we all deserve. So, what is stress? Stress is a natural feeling of not being able to cope with specific demands and events. These demands can be from work, lack of financial stability, relationships, society issues, trauma, emotional distress such as anger, anxiety, depression, etc. Everyone experiences stress from time to time, and there are various different types of stress, but all of them carry a lot of physical and mental health risks. Stress triggers our fight or flight response, which is our body's physiological response to perceived threat. This natural reaction prepares us to either flee or protect ourselves from dangerous situations. In these situations, our pulses quicken, we breathe faster, our muscles tense, and our brains are using more oxygen and increasing activity. All of these functions aim for survival and in a response to stress. Stress, however, can be beneficial. In non-life-threatening situations, stress can provide motivation for us and help us accomplish tasks more efficiently. Stress is often meant to be temporary. However, extended periods of stress can keep the body on high alert. Then eventually our bodies adapt and learn how to live in higher levels of stress, resulting in wear and tear of our body. So imagine being permanently in fight or flight response. Rather than helping ourselves push through, this pressure can help make us feel overwhelmed and unable to cope. Stress and anxiety often go hand in hand. Stress is a response to a threat of a situation, whereas anxiety is a reaction to stress. So why is managing stress important, especially during these times? Stress wrecks our emotional equilibrium, as well as our physical health. It narrows our ability to think clearly, function effectively, and enjoy life. Effective stress management helps us to build and break through those things that stress provides on our life so that we can be happier, healthier, and more productive. The ultimate goal is a balanced life with work for time, relationships, relaxation, and fun, and the resilience to hold up under pressure and meet challenges head on. So while it may seem like there's nothing to do about stress, there are steps that we can take to relieve the pressure and regain control, especially during these troubling times. So I want to introduce you to practicing the 4 A's of stress management. So the 4 A's of stress management is avoid, alter, adapt, and accept. So the first one, avoid. Avoid unnecessary stress. It's not healthy to avoid all stressful situations because some things we need to address. But you'll be surprised how effective it is to eliminate those things that can wait, that are not as stressful as we may believe it to be. Learning how to say no, knowing your limits and sticking to them. Avoid people, places, and things that add to your stress. Take control over your environment. If the evening news makes you anxious, turn it off. Paring down your to-do list. Analyze your schedule, responsibilities, and daily tasks. If you got too much on your plate, Drop those unnecessary tasks to the bottom of your list. The second thing is alter. Alter the situation by asking yourself, what needs to shift in me or around me to reduce my stress? By doing this, you can be more assertive in communicating how you feel or your concerns, being willing to compromise and find a medium ground or middle ground. Creating a balanced schedule, all work and no play, is a recipe for burnout. And I think this is perfect, especially in these times, is that we have to allow ourselves to rest and not consume the news all the time, because it creates a lot of different emotions for us that can do a lot of wear and tear on us. Okay, so the third thing is to adapt to stress. If you can't change the stressor, change yourself. You can adapt to stressful situations and regain your sense of control by changing your expectations and attitudes about a situation. So that can mean reframing the problem. Try to view stressful situations from a more positive perspective, or taking perspective on the stressful situation by asking yourself, how important is this situation? What are the things that are in my control? Adjusting your standards. Professionalism is a major source of avoidable stress. Stop setting yourself up for failure by demanding perfection. Set reasonable standards for yourself and others, and learn to be okay with good enough. Practice gratitude. When stress is getting you down, take a moment to reflect on all the things you appreciate in your life, including your own positive qualities in life. The fourth thing is acceptance. Accept the things that you can't change. Some sources of stress are unavoidable. You can't prevent or change stressors. The best way to cope with stress is to accept things as they are. Don't try to control the uncontrollable. Focusing on the things that you can control, such as the way you choose to react to these problems. Look for a silver lining. When facing major challenges, try to look at them as opportunities for personal growth. If you own your poor choices and that contributes to the stressful situation, reflect on them and learn from your mistakes. And last but not least, learn to forgive. Accept the fact that we live in an imperfect world and that people make mistakes. Let go of anger and resentment. Free yourself from negative energy by forgiving and moving on. And especially in these times, it can seem like a lose-lose situation, but we're taking every day as it comes. And so in dealing with that, we can't avoid stress, but we can control the way we react and how we feel and how we process and embrace the things that we're going through. So just to recap, stress is a natural feeling that is a reaction to the demands of life. Although it is unavoidable, we can utilize the 4 A's of stress management, which are to avoid, alter, adapt, and accept. Okay? I want to leave you with this. Finding peace in the moment is less about getting rid of negative emotions and is more about how you embrace and accept them. This is a reminder that leaning into your emotions will allow you to learn from them and can shape your ability to be present in the moment. I want to thank you for tuning in with me today. Stay safe and stay connected. Please join me next Thursday for a discussion on emotional resiliency. Also, please make sure you sign up for our online support groups through supportgroupcentral.com/remind. Once again, that is supportgroupcentral.com/remind to be a part of our online groups. These support groups are very beneficial, especially to have a sense of support during such a tough period that we're all experiencing. Please check out our website as well, remindsupport.org, to stay informed. Please make sure you take care of yourself. I will see you next Thursday. Have a wonderful weekend.